welcome back to the Atrium on your Packer Link Up. Want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. It is the 25th of November, and unfortunately, though you may have a happy Thanksgiving, the Green Bay Packers did not have a happy day against the Saints on Monday night. But before we get into that, I do want to say I apologize for being gone for so long. We have taped, edited, and tried to post several of these videos, and lately have had zero success. We've had some technical difficulties, a lot more so than we expected, and we're not able to get the video out. But I hope that all my fans will come back, and we plan to have the Atrium for you as usual from now on. So please keep viewing and tell all your friends. Again, not a happy day in Packerland. Green Bay, after that big win against the Chicago Bears, come back on a Monday night national stage, and just to go through the stats for you, our defense sucked, our offense sucked, our special teams sucked. So there's the stats portion of our program, and I hope it was insightful and interesting. But really, just a poor showing all around against the Saints. I had high hopes and expectations, as did everyone else, after the Chicago game. The thing that surprised me the most, I did not expect our defensive backfield to get eaten alive by Drew Brees. Drew Brees, fantastic quarterback, leading the league, ready to set Dan Marino's yardage record. But the Saints are 5-5. They are in a much better conference than us, but they're a one-dimensional team, or were coming into this game. And as with most of us, I think we pretty much expected that the Saints would be surprised by the durability of our bump-and-run cover corners, the play of our hard-nosed safeties, and even our nickelback, Tramon Williams, to come in and really play well. I imagine, I didn't watch, but I imagine we played nickel most of the night against a team like the Saints. This, 70-plus snaps probably. But I was expecting us to get some coverage sacks on Drew Brees with our cover corners being lockdown corners. Just didn't happen. Drew Brees shredding our defense. Just dink and dunk. We couldn't get to him in time, except for a couple times just before the half. It looked like we were going to get some pressure on the quarterback, but just did not get it done. So the biggest surprise for me being poor play by the defense. I did not expect it. I expected our DBs to play Packer football, show the world what we had to offer, and put the fear of God into any football team that we were going to face from here on out. The exact opposite happened. We were picked apart by a very good quarterback, but the Saints team, with so many players on injured reserve, 32 of the Saints players have missed time this season. Reggie Bush was once again out, and we could not shut down their passing attack, even as it was. I don't think Marquez Colston may have been playing. I think Al Harris was on him for the most part, did a good job. But at any rate, their receiver core, not as good as ours. Their receiver core banged up. Players in, players out, and we still could not get the job done. So that's a big disappointment for me. On the offensive side of the ball, I thought Ryan Grant would get it going. He did against the Bears, and really on the offense, he was probably the high point of the offense. Had some nice runs, and even Brandon Jackson came in and seemed to do a good job, but we just were not able, the way the game played out, to stick with the run. And our receiver core, we were not able to get the ball to the tight ends, but the biggest disappointment on offense, and this was one that's not necessarily unexpected, but is very much needed, Aaron Rodgers could not hit the broadside of a barn. I said it 2 or 3 times during the game. This was the most inaccurate he has been. He was not dependable when our receivers were open. He was not dependable to go back shoulder when he needed to. Even the touchdown passes could easily have been knocked down. This was the worst showing by Aaron Rodgers all season. to a team that is not known for its pass rush and has a terrible defensive backfield. Mike McKenzie, who is not even that good, used to be with the Packers. I was wishing he was on the field so we could tear him up, but he's standing on the sidelines and watching a second stringer outplay him because they made our offense just look silly. There's no excuse for it, and even though we put up 21 points, we just could not get in a rhythm, and that is one thing that our offense depends on. Good solid running attack and a rhythm with our passing game. Couldn't get it done. We got a pass here, a pass there. We did have a touchdown pass. Aaron Rodgers makes one on the ground. I give him credit for his toughness, going to the ground, planting a hand, and making a touchdown instead of ending up on the 1-yard line. But other than that, it just was an absolute whooping out there, and not what any of us wanted to see. And there really is no excuse for it, and it's time for Coach McCarthy to get this, to figure out whether this team is going to be good or bad. Just be consistent. If you're not that good, be consistently not that good. But when they go out in certain games and play like world beaters, and then come up against a team that's not world beaters by any stretch, even though they have a fantastic passing game, and put